supposed to do you as a person in the world?
Take a number, I think, because you've got people. Unfortunately, we just haven't known each other long enough for you to be that high on the I'll kill you list. I'll kill you! John Chaney?
I got where you went with that.
Just we should just stream. Like, at some point, I guess we have to start the stream, but we should just start streaming as soon as Eric Lindquist and myself get in the seat. Mike Lawrence can start it a couple of minutes early. I don't even know how to explain these pre-show conversations. They sure as hell aren't, hey, what are we going to go over today for the next 60 minutes? That, my friend, is Eric Lindquist, at Eric Lindquist on Twitter. I'm at Shander Show. Mike is, of course, producing. That doesn't change. The faces, the names talking to you may change, but Mike behind the glass, as they say, behind the glass, that doesn't change. So we've got a lot, 3 NBA games to get into. We've got the OddsShopper premium tool to talk about. My friend, I'm always interested to hear the answer to this question. How you doing?
Geez, I'm fantastic with that introduction. My God, I have World War III going on outside right now. There is a chainsaw. There are things getting hammered into places that feel like they're next to my head. Yeah, so we're going to do the best that we can. Here's the thing. If nobody can hear me, this is fantastic.
We can.
Me living my life in like just, it sounds like woodworking 101 going on outside.
So I am such a friend, first and foremost, right?
Yes.
Heart to heart. I'm such a teammate here. I am one of, those moments where it's like you see somebody struggling through something, and then the bigger, the teammate or the adult or what comes over and puts their arm around whoever, the anthem where there was that young girl struggling, right? Was it Carl? I forget who it was, right? It wasn't Carl Weathers. I know that. Carl Lewis came over. Right? I am such a teammate that I brought something to make you feel like you're not alone. All right.
Oh my God.
So now you're not alone, Eric. You're not the only one to hear a drill.
So when you put a nail in your head, like, you need that like a hole in the head. Does it do anything? You're just perfectly okay when it happens?
As far as that type of noise going over incessantly in your brain?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always have fans on. I feel like as long as I have fans on in any room, that I won't hear my own thoughts first and foremost, and then that's the start of it. But yeah, I mean, if I were to just sit there like you, this is actually pretty interesting. What do you think? We should run a poll. We're going to run a community parlay coming up in a second. Shout out to Kenny from Portland. Just want to say thank you. No, Kenny, we want to say thank you for the super chat. Definitely not necessary, but always appreciated. What will Eric Lindquist be more distracted by? Can we just get a pre-community poll up real quick, Mike Lawrence? What will Eric Lindquist be more distracted by today? The drill that is just driving his brain, or live baseball sweats?
Honestly, definitely the live baseball sweat, because I'm pretty sure that this is just like not going to happen for me. I'm not going to get this Marlins parlay across. I don't parlay often, but when I do, friend, it's with Trevor Rogers going up against Cobb, and I took the under along with the Marlins here. It's 1-1, bottom 9, 2 outs. And Jazz Chisholm, the guy you would want at the plate, right there. And now they just brought in Duvall to go take him on instead of having Rogers, which is kind of a weird choice to me.
Yep.
I thought Rogers kind of set up well. The Rogers who didn't get hurt. Yep.
Rogers.
Pop up. Slide out.
You put your money on Trevor Rogers today. That's an interesting strategy. I like it.
Yeah. So the Rogers connection. Yeah. So 1-1. Under 8 was such a smash. It should have just bet it individually. Max Scherzer ejected right now. What is going on?
Draymond, did somebody grab his ankle? Did somebody reach over to Max Scherzer and grab something in his lower body extremity or something along those? Did somebody grab Max Scherzer's toe? Live baseball sweats. Actually,
son of a biscuit, dude.
All right. Here's the thing. See, we need to run like one of these know the show things, where we say something at the start of the show, and then if you get it right at the end of the show, you get like a month free of the OddsShopper premium tool. I don't distract Eric Lindquist. I'm just ignored by Eric Lindquist. So I love the fact that people are voting for me, but there's no way that I could win this poll, because those two things are going to distract you from me.
I hate you. I really do.
You want to talk
I do
some
not
hoops?
like you. Sure. Sounds great, Eytan. Maybe the thing we're here to do, as opposed to making fun of me. And then, it's his idiosyncrasies. And, he's
I
so
love your
annoying. And I'm going to be
idiosyncrasies.
annoyed by him. And shut up. Let's
I
just
can
do
make a show out of those idiosyncrasies, man.
Yeah.
You make
I feel
life
like here's
easy
the thing.
for us.
If you and I were on Big Brother, there's no way that season of Big Brother isn't the most watched piece of reality television ever. It's just you in the corner with I don't know.
Okay. What do you think? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Like Big Brother, I don't even know what they do on Big Brother except bitch to the camera.
Yeah, and you would just have the cameras around all the time doing whatever, and you're talking about, we need to just start the camera right when we get in there. Mainly because the stuff that we say off air seems to be more entertaining sometimes.
Absolutely.
Mainly just because it's me being able to bag on you. But now I've started to take that. I took that personally. Little Michael Jordan action.
I got you. Hey, look, the last time you and I were together, I came right out and said, Tyrese Maxey, 25 plus 4+3s. Let's roll with it. I want to keep that type of crazy momentum flowing. All right. We'll talk about what the guys did yesterday. We should do that first. The community parlay, right? That's going to be up there. Did they hit that? I know they hit I know they hit the 10 plus. Laffy and Ben yesterday. This is pretty cool, Lindy. Laffy and Ben yesterday hit the down 10 to win, or pardon me, up 10 to win early. The Hawks at plus 410. So just a reminder, they just used the OddsShopper premium tool. They found the Hawks on DK at plus 410 versus what it was on Penny at plus 365. So you already had a strong bet right there. Bang. That was the play. And they hit it, man. So it's nice when you can use the tool and your brain together, my friend.
It is a beautiful thing. You should try to do the same thing at some point in your life.
Well played.
It was just sitting there. I was like, I'm going to go for it.
Well played. You timed that perfect. As soon as I picked this thing up, you timed that, you son of a... Absolutely. Well done. Well done.
Yeah.
All right, so that just missed.
Whoever you think you are, I am.
Isn't that the bowler? What the? Unbelievable. Laffy is pulling a Lindy, just not paying attention. I love it. All right, here we go. We have our own community parlay. We're going to get to everything coming up. But again, a reminder, the boys smashed that Atlanta Hawks to win 10. That promo is down, by the way. I couldn't find it. So we have to go FanDuel here. Let me come right out. All right. Let me come right out swinging like we did last time. Okay. The first game up, no Ja Morant. We know that. This is Memphis' only true shot, I would think, to survive in this series. You go down 0-2 on the road. That's it. Write them off. If they win tonight, it's either going to be blowout, which I just don't see happening. LeBron James, this is plus 1209, same game parlay. LeBron James, 35, 7, and 7. Can you envision that stat line? Because I already have, and I've bet it, my friend, plus 1209. So you can talk me off the ledge, but I'm like halfway down already.
Wow. Well, we don't know Ja Morant out for sure. He's questionable coming into tonight.
You think he's going to be
a game time? I would assume that if it's not, so if he can hold a basketball and if he can still dunk and dribble and do those type of things, like I don't think he's going to be out there chucking threes with a bad shooting wrist. But I think everything else kind of sets up in a spot where it's like Ja Morant, this is a must-win basketball game. You set the table for it. I would assume that he plays more than likely. Also, last night, how about this call? I took the under on Drew Holiday across the board because I was like, this is the exact same thing that just happened with Josh Hart. And Milwaukee is just like, well, we're going to do the same thing. Went from doubtful to questionable to in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. So buckle up on that one. I guess he's still questionable, but there's no way you get upgraded from doubtful to questionable that you're not playing basketball.
Okay, so yes or no on the LeBron?
So LeBron James. I was going to say, what is the exact stat line? What did you go for?
Same game parlayed 35 plus.
Okay, that's a lot.
Over 6.5 alt rebounds. I dropped it just to get to 7. That's a good number for him. It's 8.5, and I don't like going over. Over 6.5 assists, that's 7 assists. So that's a 35-7-7 line at plus 1209 tonight. Look, I think the guy, you mentioned it, and I'll just further this conversation. Ja Morant playing hurt tonight, if he plays, but playing hurt tonight. who's the most prolific, consistent volume scorer? It's going to be James or AD tonight. And I would go LeBron, still with the ability to facilitate. Like, why wouldn't LeBron be out there a ton to try and put Memphis out, especially if Ja plays?
Yeah, and every minute he's out on the floor, like, you want LeBron out there nonstop, because then Dylan Brooks is just a complete nothing on the offensive end of the floor for Memphis. He's really the only guy that they have out there that can do any sort of stopping or slowing down of LeBron James, and he's not even very good at it. It's just like their only big body they can really throw out there. You don't have the Steven Adams there protecting the rim, so you can't put Jaren Jackson out there roaming and doing things. It's such a tough spot for Memphis. This Steven Adams news was such a big deal for them coming in, so I don't mind that at all. I would say, I think I would turn that to like 36.5, 6.5,
sure,
as opposed to 35. I would eat whatever that was to take the lower number. I know it's not going to pay out plus 1,200
no, that's
plus,
fine.
but
That's why
I think plus 6, 7, I would assume, at least for 30 plus. I think that would be kind of my preferred way of doing it.
Sure.
I think that there is a chance it's just him, Anthony Davis. Austin Reeves is playing like a man possessed, like a dude who's going to get paid this summer. So I think, 36-6 looks really, really nice.
By the way, 30 points just for LeBron is plus 170 if he just wanted to mess around with something like that. So the number one bet that we have on the board, and I know that you are all about finding value, ROI, beating the market. You do it a lot when we'll talk about the Discord here. But you mentioned Giannis clearly in. That changes a lot with this game. The number one NBA bet that we have on the OddsShopper premium tool is Gabe Vincent staying under 11.5 points. That's a smash for us on FanDuel right now. So I don't know what you're looking at with this game, but not having Tyler Hero is going to be a big issue if they're down trying to close any gaps. Having Giannis is almost like a luxury tonight, Eric.
Yeah, it's a huge deal. I mean, it's a team that in Miami where if you didn't have Giannis, you'd still want to be laying the 6.5 that it was. It's now north of 8, and there you go. But Gabe Vincent, this is something where I'm not even necessarily positive. He went 5 for 6 from the field, did play 33 minutes, saw the bump there, but I mean, 4 for 5 from 3 is not a sustainable type number. I think Max Strus definitely benefits. I think he's going to be more of the usage guy, somebody who's relied upon. And then Kyle Lowry, I think, walks into a couple more minutes. He only played 18 that last game. They were kind of in control and had a really good stint. You had Gabe Vincent unconscious, but I find it hard to believe that Kyle Lowry doesn't probably get to 24 minutes in this situation. Caleb Martin, another serviceable piece, played 26, didn't really see a huge minutes influx from what he had in the play-in game. So I think there's a lot of ways where it does work against a Gabe Vincent here. At just unsustainable shooting, one of my favorite things to target with hunters.
So here's something that's kind of interesting, right? And this is just, it's not like a glitch in the matrix. And I wanted to bring it up. And Mike, if you want to just go to the NBA bets specifically, right, and then sort on the list view by, or that's fine too, by XROI, you'll see that the top 2 plays are Gabe Vincent, except they're kind of contradictory, right? One is under 11.5 points. The other is over 1.5 threes. Now, granted, the guy could hit 2 threes and that's it. And this is a nice middle. So if you were to play both of these, and it is very logical that that can play out, you're getting a super opportunity here to create a middle. Middles don't always work. They're dangerous, etc. I'm not advocating it. But what I'm saying is, if you wanted to look at it from more of a scaled down version, you could look at this and say, all right, I've got 2 options tonight, and both are super plus EV on the market. I can specifically target Gabe Vincent and say, all right, give me 2 threes. I have a really good deal on that. Or just do exactly what we just talked about with going under 11.5 points. I don't know if looking at the 3 and the deal and what you're getting in the market changes or at least opens that up for you, but it's kind of interesting. And I didn't want people to move away from that thinking like, oh my God, they're 2 contradictory plays.
No, I think that, again, no, the middle totally makes sense for it. Gabe Vincent,
middle this?
Yeah, I think you can, but I think it's a little bit of a stretch. No, okay. I'm not going to. I'm kind of plugging it in here because, again, 8% expected ROI on both sides of it. There's a very clear path where Gabe Vincent comes up and shows up with 4, 4, and 10, and you end up on both sides of it. But I don't know if it's worth the squeeze on it, mainly because you kind of do want to make stands in situations like this. It's just, you're then you're paying juice and you're paying the hold, which I think is probably the one thing we don't talk about enough in terms of sports betting. It's how much you're paying the book in order to put in the play for you. So when it's minus 110 on both sides of it, what is that? 6.5 would be kind of your typical hold that you're running into for it. I think you're just better off in the long run identifying which one you prefer, being on that side of it, and not trying to get too cute.
That's, you know what, makes a lot of sense. And that's why I wanted not only to get your response, but also to look at the scenario and see when you have that pop up, because you'll see specific specific player props, pardon me, versus the overall picture.
Yeah. And people talk about this all the time when it comes to live betting. They talk about it where it's like, oh, I'm going to wait until so-and-so's down 10 points. So I'm going to be on both sides of it. I'm going to have the plus money here. I'm going to have the other side of it here. And then they think that that's somehow the right way to do it, when in fact, you're still paying more juice for the other bet. Why wouldn't you just stay true to the play that you originally were on? That's always kind of a strange thing to me, because people don't care about hold. They just simply see, oh, well, I'm going to find this massive middle, when, you know, the number of times that actually works out for you over a long period of time because of the juice you're paying for it, because both sides of it are going to be in play. It becomes a very, very narrow bridge to cross.
So I know your answer is going to be Milwaukee minus 6.5, but that's cheating because you're going back in time. I don't see it.
So I didn't actually bet it. So
this
was so what I did was I talked about it on Lindy's Leans Like Locks. Again, I want to be able to give you guys good information.
I thought we took out the likes. It's just the leans and the locks now.
No,
that's all I'm saying on the weekend.
No, Leans likes locks.
It's Shander's leans and locks. I'm streamlining, man. All right. I'm trying to lose weight. Like, I'm trying to cut down. I'm getting shit out of my house right now. I cut out the locks or the leans. No, the likes. I cut out the likes.
What is going on? Okay.
I don't
I'm just saying, there's got to be a middle ground. There's got to be a spot that you kind of like lead the people where it's a
Do
lean.
I look like there's middle ground in my life?
No, I don't think so. But either way, I definitely think when it comes to last night, my lean in this game was saying Miami 6.5, but I wanted to wait for more information about Giannis because I was pretty positive he was going to get upgraded to questionable and play basketball today. And that's where I locked in the under on Drew Holiday, 23.5 points.
Nice.
That number, I'm sure, is going to change drastically. Like that, I didn't see what 21? It ended up at.
Well, it was 21.5 when I tried to bet it at PointsBet, but PointsBet wouldn't let me bet it because
it's at 17.5 now. How you like them apples?
Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't let me do it. All right. Let's look at this, man. I'm going to ask you a question that's going to lead into these promos, because we'll get right back to the Lakers game right away. There's going to be one with LeBron and that Lakers game. But before that, and thank you, Manjan, for reminding the world, hit that thumbs up button. If you're hanging with us, please, we appreciate that thumbs up. We talk about this OddsShopper premium tool. Give it a whirl. Give it a week. I just hit a 4-leg, the parlay video of the day just hit last night using this tool. It wasn't me coming up with like Eric Lindquist level data or anything like that. I rolled out of bed, I showed up on the tool, and we knocked out a 4-leg parlay. It was really that easy. So we'll give you a week off with that. What is the favorite, like the number one play, side total, first half, not player prop, just overall? Because I want to get into these promos, and one of them is the Laker game. So it doesn't have to be that by any means, but I am curious, what have you bet so far? That's side or total, half, what have you. That is the number. Like for me, I'm going under 113.5 in the first half for Miami, Milwaukee.
Okay, mine's Lakers money line, not close. Like in terms of sides, I'm on Minnesota plus 8.5, and then I'm on Minnesota plus 8.5, and then I'm on the Lakers money line. I just think Lakers money line is the right place to be. Okay,
so that's interesting. Let's look at this right now. By the way, that's down to a pick'em, so definitely fuels the theory that as a 1-point dog to now pick'em, John Morant's leaning on playing. So the first promo we have is on DraftKings, and it's a LeBron James special here, right? It's LeBron scoring. It's similar to what I had as far as what he's scoring here, but there's also some caveats involved. Score 25 plus, Lakers win over 227. So that's a same game parlay boosted to plus 375. You're essentially taking the total and the Lakers side at plus 375 with an added anchor, if you will, at LeBron scoring 25, because we already know that his point total is significantly high. What is it, 28.5, right? Something like that.
Yep.
So, and it's probably going to climb. So That's at BetMGM. I know you like the Lakers in the middle. LeBron's fine, but that doesn't mean the promo. Like, are you going to bet this? I am not, and I'll explain why in a minute.
Yeah, I don't think I am either. I'll let you explain, but I think we have the same idea.
It's for a completely different reason than what's involved in here. So that's why I'm saying, like, what's the poison pill here? The total?
227. I don't want it. Yeah.
Makes sense. Is that it, or is there more? It doesn't have to be. I'm on the other side because I bet on FanDuel the trail by 10 to come back and win.
My God, can somebody? I need 1/8 of whatever this run good you've had for these down 10 adjusteds, because I swear to God, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. I'm on the biggest cooler of my life the last week and a half. Like, everything that can possibly, like, I'm on the Mets here. Scherzer gets ejected. I'm on the Marlins and the under, and Trevor Rogers leaves in the third inning. It's just like, what am I supposed to do with my life right now? And now you're running into this where it's like, you hit every single one of these for plus 410, and then we move on with our lives. And I'm just like, why can't I do that? I suck. I'm just going to start telling you. It's now the Shander. It's now the Shander Insider channel, because I'm done at the moment.
We would
unless Miami wins this game.
Wait a second. First off, we're all rooting for Miami here, unless anybody in there is
just got out. Eric. Jesus, Avisel Garcia, bases loaded. They walked to Roz, which just sucked, because I'm like, you're going to get Chisholm in there, and then Then they go to De La Cruz. He strikes out. I'm so sick of this baseball team.
Well, where is it right now? 7th inning?
Going to the top of 11.
11. Oh, geez. Well, I was way off. I wasn't paying attention. Well, you still have time. All right. There's going to be a guy on second, all that other stuff, all that fun stuff. So you still have time right there. All right. Let's look at this, because I forgot where I was going, but you were making some funny points at least. So that's all that matters. The next, I'm on the other side of this, and it's just because of that. The only real value I would see would be them being down by 10 early in this game. And look, it's hard. Like, how often have you seen a team 7 or 9 in the first quarter, or even early in the second quarter? And what happens? They call a timeout. They regroup. They get a bucket. So it's hard to be down by 10, but I got them at plus 550. So that's the only reason why I'm not on this promo specifically. The other one, though, on DraftKings, you get a live same game super boost. So you get a 33% boost token for any in-game same game parlay. We can't do anything with this right now. It's just an in-game same game parlay. The only thing I would suggest, and you can speak to this as well, is wait for stoppage. If you're trying to build a same game parlay halfway through a quarter, chances are you're going to get the worst of it, because the book knows what's going on before you.
You're just paying a higher hold. You're paying higher juice. You're going to get squeezed. It's going to be so hard to be profitable on that one, as opposed to what they have when they have all the information before a game starts. You're just paying more in order to make the wager. So, like, either you're taking advantage of injury news, you have a major lean based on the way a game's being officiated. You have something that you think overcomes that extra juice. Otherwise, you're just throwing money away long term.
All right, man. I'm going to tap into your hockey mind here.
Oh, God.
Look, we can use
Minnesota Wild. Minnesota Wild.
I had them 2 nights ago. We had them on the 5-5. That was our last play. It saved us on a plus night. NHL playoffs, first goal scorer odds surge. All right, so you get a plus 200 odds boost on the Florida-Boston first goal scorer. Now, let's just go over to the OddsShopper premium tool. This is going to be easy, all right? Easy game here. So we need Florida-Boston, right? Somebody to score a goal. What's the best ROI for anybody in Florida or Boston to score a goal? It's going to be Anton Lundell. All right. Or Alexander Barkov.
I know that person. He's very good.
Barkov?
Yeah, I know Barkov. He's
like
very
personally?
good.
You've played golf?
No, he's their center, right?
Oh, okay. I thought like this is, Barkov
just from hockey. I have limited hockey knowledge. I have some hockey knowledge that exists, just that I don't have the time to be able to devote to it like I used to. It was good stuff.
So Alexander Barkov would be the guy on Florida. I'm just, Taylor Hall. No, that's a shots on goal. There wasn't really anybody that jumps out as far as. All right, let's just roll there. You want to roll Barkov?
Yeah, let's roll Barkov against Boston. They're playing without Bergeron tonight, in case anybody didn't see that news come across. He was sick, and now it's definitely an injury issue that's going on with him. I don't know why they lied. Michael Conforto just hit a home run.
Lie. He just homered. Is that it? Meet the. All right. Well, just get a close up on that. Oh my. Where is this damn hockey thing, man? Come on. I want this hockey thing. I'm going to put it on Alexander Barkov. We just beat it for you there, right? That's the play. Alexander Barkov is Eric regroups. You have to look, opt in plus 200 first goal scorer. And when this hits, I want everybody out there to sign up for a week free. That's it. That's the only thing I'm not asking for anything else. All right. It's plus 1,600 now moves to plus 1,800. I'm in, man. I'm in. I bet it for you. I split it with you. That's not legal, by the way. All right. Are you okay to move on, or is this it? Yeah,
I'm done.
Raza knows, by the way, his Leafs are Leafs, not leaves. His Leafs are still alive. But Barkov, he knows Barkov.
Brandon Nimmo just hit a home run. Okay, we're back alive. We're back alive. Mets. Okay. If the Mets can win and we can get a stolen base for Marte, life is okay. But San Francisco's up 3-1 now, top of 11 with Miami, and their recklessness at the back half of that order coming up. So that game's pretty much over.
Mac Hudson, Bucks, first quarter, first half, full game ladder is interesting if Giannis plays. Want to look at that?
Sure. Barkov is a boss. He sure is. That's what I'm saying, Ben Ross. I know my hockey. I got a guy's name correct one time.
By the way, this thing on Caesars actually, I think, makes the most sense. Have you seen this?
No.
So apparently Caesars has a promo tonight where you get 220 or today, where you get 25% odds boosts on anything. So anything you want, I imagine, any sport at least. So going back to it, you would be the Lakers money line, right? You'd boost that 25%. Am I right? Am I right?
Sure would.
Okay. Not Sherwood Forest.
Not Sherwood in California either. Sherwood Country Club. Beautiful golf course, though. Tiger Tournament used to be there.
Have you played it? Yeah,
I have. I've actually never. So I've played twice with a bunch of members. We're all, really good players or whatever. I've never shot over 70 there in my entire life. I've played it, twice now. Two times. Yeah. Shot 66 and 68. I'm like, that feels like good golf.
Not bad, man. Not bad.
I just realized I haven't gotten invited back yet in like 2 years. So maybe I shouldn't have played that well, but
maybe it was just the people that you played with were like, I can't do this again.
Oh, they're good people. Shout out Greg Goat.
I'm sure they are. I was giving them the benefit of the doubt. It was you.
I'm terrible. Yeah, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Taylor Swift taught me that.
By the way, speaking of Taylor Swift, did you see this?
Yeah, she broke up.
No,
single.
No.
I'm single again. Oh, behave.
Yeah. Taylor Smith apparently is the only person that was approached by FTX that had a brain, because her father worked for a major hedge company and
Merrill Lynch.
Merrill Lynch. There you go.
Yep.
And she had advanced knowledge, or at least the foresight to look at this thing and say, something's off. Asked a couple of questions, didn't like what she got. She bailed. Meanwhile, Shaq, Larry David,
Tom Brady.
Idiots. Yeah, Tom Brady, that idiot. Steph Curry, that idiot. Yep. Just sign away. They had to get Shaq at some bunker to serve them.
Some bunker. Right. Fantastic. In Atlanta, Georgia. Just hanging out.
By the way, the 25% profit boost. Let's look at this. All right, we're on Caesars. Okay. The 25% profit boost on the Lakers is at minus 110.
Oh my God, Mike Yastrzemski home run. It's 5-1. I can't even win my bet now with the under.
No. So boost that. I'm going to boost the under first half for Milwaukee, Miami on Caesars. Okay.
Yeah, cool. I didn't hear anything you just said.
Do you want Ben? Like, I know Ben to like Lofty.
No, I just wanted to win. I wanted to win one. I don't do many of these two teamers. And it was set up perfect. It was perfect spot and everything was set up. And no, I can't hit it. I can't hit anything right now.
You had from tailing the Mitchell Robinson block party last night?
I didn't tail it.
Come on, bro. I even gave you a see you at the party, Richter. That's a terrible Arnold, isn't it? Terrible.
Got to get to the chopper.
See you at the party, Richter. At the cadence stuff. See you at the party, Rick. No, I can't do it anymore. Shit.
Majin Buu, I feel like Lindy these past couple of days. Here's the thing. When you work really hard at something and then you can end up losing money at the thing that you've chosen to do with your life, that's a miserable feeling once in a while, because it's like I've put in the work and everything. I'm realizing how good I've had it for the last couple months, because it had been running really, really hot. And now it's just like I've buckled down. I've put my big boy pants on. I'm really going to work every single day. And Brian Reynolds ejected. That doesn't do anything for me. But like, legitimately, how does this keep happening? How?
I don't know. I don't want to even talk about it because I'm on the other side of it right now. So leave me alone.
Good. Keep going, all you.
So
Wim Hof breathing. I needed Zach. From a guy who was live on air giving play-by-play of him losing a bet. Yeah, you are, because generally this is not what I'm doing, but I'm sweating it because I thought I was doing really well and life was great. You're going to extras. It's 1-1. I have the under and I'm on Miami. I'm exactly where I should be. Guy on second, no outs, and you can't get Jazz Chisholm, who's fast as shit, home. Great job, Miami.
I think that John Monahan comment might be my new Twitter background. That is... I absolutely love it.
And now I'm getting trolled by our Twitter account. I've got Tommy Stoke. He's supposed to be my friend, supposed to be kind and caring. Join us as Shander deals with Eric Lindquist losing bets in real time. Maybe the Giants can end up. It doesn't matter if the Giants hit a home run now. I had the under with the Marlins. So literally 5-1, I can't win. So there it goes. Goodbye.
Dude, you've got no sympathy for me, all right? I bet on the one fucking guy in the St. Louis Cardinals today that didn't want to play baseball.
Paul Goldschmidt.
That's it. Like the one guy. They put up 100 runs, and there was one fucking guy who said, nope, I don't want any part of it. All right, so I got no sympathy for you today, Eric Lindquist.
Yeah, the guy who's the best hitter against left-handed pitching in the last decade.
And has owned Bumgarner recently, at least, like a career at least. I mean, what? And enough.
Lindy could lose 1,000 bets, and I'm still tailing him. Drew Harsh, that is my new Twitter background. I will raise you. Drew Harsh's comment. I love you. You are my friend. You can come to the party now. And Eytan's not invited.
All right. So what am I missing with Zach? Wim HOF breathing, Hall of Fame.
Wim Hof breathing. It's a breathing method
Wim
where
Hof.
you can hold your breath for long periods of time, but also, hey, there it goes. I do my breathing exercises in the morning. Otherwise, I'd have no voice. I talk literally all day long. And then I have to deal with you and talk over you, which is impossible.
Man, you must leave this show so angry.
Pretty angry right now.
But normally, you just have to leave the show. All right, let's build a parlay, man. All right, let's build a parlay. We have to go to PrizePicks, you and I, all right? But having some success with our tool on K's and total bases.
I've been good in this parlay. I've been doing good on this.
Yeah. No. Trust me, man. We want to highlight the good with you, all right?
Embiid, 1.5 blocks. That was good stuff.
All right, let me go to, I'm looking here. Let's build on, I think we're going to have to build on FanDuel, okay?
Cool.
Are you all right with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with anything that is not me using my own brain right now.
All right, now let's take out, oh, look at our guy, Barkov, already in there, under a half assist, because we know he's going to be super selfish tonight and just launch the puck into the net as much as possible. That guy hasn't seen an assist ever that he likes. All right. Do you want to start? So I'm all right. I had earlier Griffin Canning. I know the market has moved against us, but that's okay because it's still beating the market right now at -104. So if you don't look at it like stop and finish, you look at it like gradual movement, and you can still like get in right now and still be ahead of all this other stuff. All right. With that said, are you okay with Griffin Canning under 4.5 Ks against the Yankees tonight?
Yeah, I think that's the first piece we click in. I think Griffin Canning is just fine taking that under. I don't know really what we're going to get out of him. We have all of one outing for him so far this season. They ended up extending his start a little bit longer because he was actually serviceable. 5 innings, 2 earned. He was okay. But yeah, it's 7 days later here, a little bit of while between starts, 69 pitches. For me, it's really like, is he going to get extended to 80? I doubt it. I really doubt it. So maybe he gets immediately shoved up to 80 there, but he missed his turn. They didn't end up putting him back in AAA. He's there. So he's in the rotation. He's scheduled to go. I'm ready to fire up Griffin Canning under.
We have a couple of options to look at tonight. If you wanted to go a little heavy, see, minus 104 allows us to take a little liberty here and add a heavier weighted play if you're super confident on it. I'm hesitant to just throw out a low number like this, but I do think Bruce Brown under 2.5 assists tonight for Denver makes a lot of sense. So I'd be willing to look, we have it on OddsShopper Premium with a 61% chance of hitting. It's clearly beating the market here on FanDuel than elsewhere, but it's minutes, it's opportunity, not a lot of that. I don't think there's going to be a lot of pass volume for Brown, at least to scoring opportunities. So if I add that, now we're at plus 228, and we've kind of balanced out a little bit to Brown, unless you just hate it. If you hate it, then we'll swap out.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. I think that's actually a pretty good call. He played about as well as he possibly could have that last game against Minnesota. Everybody, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Bruce Brown just came off the bench. Bruce Brown came off the bench, just torched Minnesota. It was pretty ridiculous, but he averages 3.3 assists per game on the season. I think he's still a guy who's probably put into 30 minutes of duty, but the big difference is you have Jokic and Jamal Murray. They're going to be playing with the ball in their hands almost the entire time. There's not going to be a single second of that game where they don't have at least one of them on the court if they're doing things correctly. Mike Malone he won't overlook that. So I think just when you come playoff time here, Bruce Brown, I think under projecting his assists, that makes sense to add.
All right, real quick. I know we're going to add one play from each of these NBA games here, but should we add Barkov just to correlate to the fact that we've got him in that DraftKings first goal promo? Like I've played him before on parlays, and this is a pretty good play. I know we have a 52% chance, but he's a maniac. This guy just likes to shoot. He's like you. Well, I was gonna say,
I mean, for sure, but just
you don't know. You don't
never. I did play hockey one time in college. Like there was an intramural hockey team that my buddy was on. They needed somebody to just be in net. So I stood there. And let me just tell you, it's terrifying. When you've never played hockey and all of a sudden you have people taking shots at you, it is not an enjoyable experience. So yeah, it's definitely something I have more respect for. Yeah, Barkov, I'm happy with that under. I'm okay with it. We have to justify bringing his name up 14 times on this program. So let's throw him in.
All right, he's in. This is going to be a 5-leg parlay, and Alexander Barkov is in the house. All right. Xavier Tillman. I mean, I don't know where you want to go next here. We've got the Memphis game and we've got the Milwaukee game. So Bam is popping at under 9.5 rebounds. Tillman, I mentioned, is under 7.5 points. If you like that, that's a plus 106 play. That's really going to bump us up. But you've got options here, Lindquist. Even Reeves, like I'm under on the Discord. I'm already under 23.5 PRA for Reeves. I'm under his rebounds as well on our TikTok channel.
TikTok, you have to say it like that?
Do I?
Yeah, I don't know. It seemed like you had to. Seems like that's something we asked you to say like it.
TikTok. Well, Nathan asked me actually to say every time I mention it. You're right. I forgot.
What about D'Angelo Russell with these rebounds? 2.5 minus 150. I think that's good filler.
Yep. Okay. No argument here.
I mean, he played almost no minutes. Dennis Schroeder ended up closing that Minnesota game, but then right out of the gate, I said this on the show last time we were on. I said, if D'Angelo Russell is knocking down shots, he's going to find a way to just stay out on the floor. We saw 36 minutes of him. I think they like that combination of Russell, Schroeder, Reeves, Davis, LeBron. Like, there are a lot of iterations of that lineup. The key is you have floor spacing for LeBron and AD, and that kind of requires having Russell, having Reeves, having these guys who are just shooters. Like, shooters going to shoot. And D'Angelo Russell, 36 minutes of him, I think he's just going to run into more rebounds as a result. We saw 4 in that first game. He averages 3 per game, but that was with Minnesota in a spot, so it's hard to really project that. And just 32 minutes per game. If he's playing well, he's going to play 36 minutes again in this spot if it stays competitive. And so, yeah, that just makes 3 into 3.5, and that becomes a full rebound above it.
Real quick, X silent reigns. When you see PK, it means pick 'em, meaning that it's the same. There's no real spread right there. 0-0. You're still going to lay juice,
both sides.
most likely, but right. Exactly right. All right. So Russell is in there. Now, I'm just curious. You don't have to agree with this, right? We've got 50, 60 plays on the right side. So that doesn't mean that just because a play is beating the market that we are beholden to every single one of these plays. You can easily pass and say, no, I don't see it happening. The reason why I bring this up is because both under 19.5 points and under 9.5 rebounds for Bam Adebayo are popping up tonight. We know Giannis is going to play to some extent. I brought up the rebounds. You just glossed over it like you didn't even hear it. So do you want any piece of Bam at all tonight?
You brought up D'Angelo Russell rebounds.
No. I brought up Bam, the guy that I'm just
Bam under 9.5. Yeah, that's fine. Great choice.
Wait,
Groovy,
9.5 rebounds.
Capitalism.
Hold on a second. 9.5 rebounds or 19.5 points?
I like both of them under.
Which one do you like better?
Ooh, I kind of like the points one. Let's see. 52% expected win percentage. Right around what? Just less than 1% expected ROI.
At this point, it's
still
parlay.
positive.
As long as it's positive, I'm fine.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, there's correlation between the two where you could take the under of both, and if he gets in foul trouble, the rebounds project out a little bit better for us. And yeah, you get Giannis out there, that's going to be less opportunity for him to go out there and clean up on the glass. But Bam played the best game that I've seen Bam play in a long time in that Milwaukee game. You had Giannis out for 3/4 of it. I think that probably helped for sure. But he's only had one game of double-digit rebounds in his last 5, I believe it is. No, 6, actually. I know that they kind of like spurred off the minutes there towards the end. They still needed to win to get in the play-in tournament. But I think the rebounds actually is going to be the one I lean on.
Okay. No, that's, again, no, not only why we asked, but we want you to talk through it there. See, you were all stuck up on the other one. This was the big one here. So under 9.5 rebounds.
It's like the high school girlfriend. You know she's bad for you, but you just kind of stay in it, and then you realize that there are greener pastures on the other side. Do the smart thing.
Yeah, it may take you a little bit, right, to do that.
But yeah, it took me what? Got married when I was 33, 34. Yeah, it took me a little bit. Oof. 33, yeah. Yeah, in South Dakota years, 40. I was elderly. Let me just say. What's wrong with Eric? Why isn't Eric getting married?
Oh, well, try being from a Jewish family from Queens, New York, and not being married until you're 40. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? How about that? I'm here living my life in Los Angeles. It was good stuff.
Good stuff. All right, so that's the parlay. You want to run through this real quick?
Yeah, let's keep it going.
Well, I mean, do you see what's going on here? Bam Adebayo under 9.5 rebounds.
Adebayo, I love that. That was a Freudian. There you go. That was a Freudian slip. I was going to say, you got Louisiana on your mind.
I'm down on the Bayou.
Classic on your mind.
You know, I think I was working out, trying to lose some pounds. I was jamming a Green River. I don't know. Maybe that's what it was. Well, I don't know. Something like that.
Going on the Bayou.
That's not
we're going to get. Yeah.
All right. One Creedence song to represent Creedence. All right. Somebody has just landed on the coast of wherever you live.
It ain't me. Fortunate Son. I don't know what else you're supposed to do.
Fortunate Son?
That has to be the song. That's the one that everybody knows. And also, it's attached to one of the greatest movies of all time. So it's really hard to get away from it.
Yes, it is. It absolutely is. Because the song comes before the movie. All right. What you're doing is trying to tell me that some book is an amazing read because Tom Cruise was fantastic in the movie. Come on, cuz you got to give me a little bit. You're going with the most popular song ever that they made as the one to represent them?
Yes, I am.
Susie.
Apocalypse Now? Come on.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, it's not the best Creedence song on a movie. It's just the best Creedence song of all time.
You said one song to represent them. Yeah, you literally phrased the question that way.
I don't like your answer.
And now Starling Marte left the game. I am so over this. I was
trying to distract you, man. See?
So the guy I bet for a stolen base, of course, leaves the game early. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is the best part of my day, by all means. All right, that's the parlay. Let's go to PrizePicks. All right. Remind you here that we both have promo codes for PrizePicks. Eric, Eytan, we have links here for PrizePicks. This is all right. We need you, all right, because I've already built my 5-leg sucker for MLB on YouTube earlier today. This is where you come into play with free throws. Like Raza threw out a fouls play last time I did a show with him on PrizePicks. So we're coming to you for depth. Now, granted, you couldn't even give me one deep cut when it came to credence, but in this case, we're going to need a couple of deep cuts when it comes to PrizePicks, okay?
Okay.
Are you alive?
Starling Marte leaving the game.
Yeah, he's out.
I am the Grim Reaper right now. I'm the Grim Reaper. I will hurt your pitchers. If I put them on my betting card, I will have your players leave games or get ejected. I will do everything in my power to not win an MLB player prop. Except for Shohei Ohtani, but he's immune because he's a god. If he didn't hit a home run yesterday, I would have no faith in humanity. I already don't, but it's fine.
By the way, if Alexander Barkov blows this freaking parlay tonight, I'm going to have a problem.
He's just out there playing just John Stockton on ice.
Exactly. White chocolate, like he's putting the puck between his legs just to dish it off to somebody else.
Yeah,
all right, let's
go it off, and the guy goes, "It's knuckle puck time." Oh my god, Miami has the bases loaded. This is just they're gonna troll me and win this game 6-5, and I'm not gonna win my bet anyway. That's just the worst.
Scherzer ejected for rosin.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah. All right.
That's suspension worthy. He could be running into something bad there.
Does he get worse? Yeah, I would agree. All right, let's strip this whole thing down. All right, we're going to build a 6-leg PrizePicks play here. All right,
okay.
See what we can do. Let's strip this whole thing down to, well, I guess right at the top is Gabe Vincent. Now we talked about 11.5 up there. It's at 10.5 on PrizePicks. It's beating the market because everything else is 11.5, but we did talk about going under 11.5 from the jump. So we don't have to play this. Like, we don't have to hedge or throw this in there if you want to pass and look at like LeBron James over 8.5 rebounds instead.
Cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do this. Let's take out Embiid, right? We're going to take out De'Aaron Fox. We're going to replace that there as well. Do you like Russell? I know we went over Russell's rebounds. Do you like Russell under 16.5 points?
I like over on rebounds. I like under on points. But
Beautiful.
Here's the problem. I think there's a little bit of negative correlation out there because if he's not knocking down shots, there's a real opportunity he's not on the floor. So I probably don't want the two of them together.
We don't need them together. In this case, you're saying just on the same night. Like you're not going to bet the two on the same night.
Correct.
Got it. All right, that's fine. So we're going to replace that right now.
Tight window you're drawing to.
Cat tonight over 20.5 points. Can you get with that?
Yes.
Okay, so Cat over.
However, Anthony Edwards is going to be just. If Anthony Edwards doesn't go over 23.5 points tonight, I am just. There are no words in the dictionary that will describe what I will. What?
Just do me a favor. Hold that thought because I need to come back to that very specific thought with you before we get out of here. Okay. But right now, at least, we have Cat over 20.5. We have LBJ over 8.5 rebounds, or no?
LBJ over 8.5. Yeah. Yeah, that's fun. Let me pull up my number here.
Do you like that or under 2.5 threes?
I mean, it seemed as though Memphis was going to be pretty content with him taking threes in that game.
Yeah.
He had a couple contested ones, but he had some wide open looks from three.
I don't know. That changes, right?
You got to think 3 for 8 from 3 there. My problem is that
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm just saying that, like, for LeBron, I mean, he's attempted at least 6 per game in his last 5.
I don't think the volume
plus in every single one. Yeah, I don't think it does either. I like the rebounds more.
All right, and we have your boy D. Russ in the house, under 16.5 points. So that's the 3 right now. Now, we can go anywhere we want here, all right? So if you're leaning, like, I don't know if you are on board with this or not. We can keep bringing Cannon, this poor kid, Griffin Cannon, back into Cannon.
Picking on him. His parents are going to give us a call.
Should we throw him in the mix here? All right, so right now the 3 are Karl Anthony Towns over 20.5 points, LeBron James over 8.5 rebounds, D'Angelo Russell under 16.5 points. Okay, so Gabe is out. Right, Gabe is out. Should we just obligatorily throw, I don't even think that's a word, but is this just the obligatory mention of Griffin Canning and just throw him in there, or do you want to stay away from him?
Well, it depends. I mean, we just threw Barkov in. We got to probably throw our guy Canning in now too.
Yeah, I mean, this is like
It's
the
only
word of the
right.
day, Griffin Canning. I'm expecting a prize and all the ribbons and shit to fall down behind you. All right, so Griffin is in the house. We've got Towns, James, Russell, Griffin Canning. Now, I think, look, I don't know where else you want to go here, but Giannis, I mean, is there anything with Giannis under 11.5 rebounds tonight, under 5.5 assists? Those are popping. Do you dare fade Giannis? Over a half three is also involved. Or under 44. I just under 40. Any PRAs unders with him make me nervous.
I think the PRA under is probably where I want to be going to.
Okay. And we said that simultaneously. That was beautiful.
I was just plugging it in, taking a look, doing the things.
Great. It was perfect.
Isn't it nice that I'm actually listening to you, though? Like, I've been listening to you all day long. This is improvement.
Yeah. I'm very impressed, my friend.
I'm looking for distraction in my life right now.
That's the difference, right? Yeah, I know, J-Miz. Not a good one for... That might be our only miss today, though, on PrizePicks, all right? I was fading Trey Turner because the tool told me to. So the tool works for me. What am I going to do? We give you a week off. You can see how it works. You can just click that link below. All right, so Giannis under 44.5. Now, that's 5. We need one more. One more. You're going to go over 43.5 for the Joker?
That's an okay number. It's going to be correlated with Cat. I think that would make some sense.
It's either that, maybe Aaron Gordon over 23.5 PRA.
23.5.
Wait. I'm sorry.
That can't be right.
We're burying the lead here. Anthony Edwards over 23.5.
Yep, that's all I want in my life is Anthony Edwards 23.5.
All right, so that's it right there.
Yep, done.
Let me take a screenshot. I'll send it to our good friend. You might know him as Mike Lawrence. And we'll go from there, okay?
Get this thing done.
Now, I want to go back to what I asked you to just hold real quick, all right?
Ready.
And I know that you've got like tons of shit going on in and out.
There's a lot going on today. It is. I have demolition derby going on outside and in my brain. It's not great.
I need to know from you first and foremost, how many threes? I just need to know how many threes we can get from Anthony Edwards. Because right now, 3 is plus 122. And if you tell me 2, only 2, then I'm fine with that. I just need a number from you. I know there's going to be a reason behind it. That's why I'm anticipating some juice here. But how many threes can we get from Edwards tonight?
I hope a lot. I'm going to say I'm going to give you 4 today. I'll give you 4. I think he's going to go 4 for 9 from 3.
Okay. So I think there are a couple of things we can do here.
Yes, sir.
We can build a 3 ladder, but what makes more sense to me, let's build the base and then we'll get crazy. Okay. So right away, Anthony Edwards 3+ threes or over, 2.5. Sorry, over 2.5 threes, 3 is plus 122. His point total is 23.5. Let's just bump this up to plus 330. Okay.
Okay.
So Anthony Edwards, 30 points, 3 threes is plus 429. It's not bad. It's not terrible.
Not bad at all.
Now it's going to correlate a little bit. It's probably not going to be the best value you get with a parlay, et cetera, et cetera. But, you know, outside of somebody down the street taking this bet, you're not going to find that pretty much on a legal book.
Nope.
That's okay with you right away as a baseline.
Yes, it is.
Okay, now let's have some fun. You ready?
Oh my God. Just give me winning things, Eytan. Make me a bicycle. Make me a bicycle, clown. But why are you yelling?
Who, me?
It's a great movie. No, it's a
Sandler?
Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, I gave it to Sandler. I gave it to you.
Yeah. Well, you should have saw me last week. I did a to scale replica of Wrigley Field.
Where?
How about a dance? That's what I really wanted.
You ready for this?
I am.
Anthony Edwards, 35-4 is what? Give me a number. What would make sense to you?
35-4?
No. Yeah, 35-4. Plus what?
What do I think that number is? I bet it is plus 700.
1,700. Yep.
Daddy, likey,
Let's
daddy,
do it.
likey. This
Now,
is how I win. That's Sandler. This is how I win.
all right, I'll split it with you.
Oh shit, I can't say that.
How much do you want on it? I'll split it with you right now.
Let's go. I will send you the number. You're loved.
Well, you got do it now before people bet it and move the market.
Yeah, I'm
right?
telling you.
Steve
right
Leibowitz out there, Lakers Show, Jay Miz, Burkholder. One of these people, Noah, I know you out there, X Silent. Somebody's going to put a lot of money on this and move the market for us. So you better hit me up now.
I just did. You're loved.
Yeah, I figured that was the number. Good stuff.
The people think we hate each other. We actually just love to hate each other, I think is what it is. Whatever, make me a bicycle clown. See, that kid, I don't know what he's doing right now, but he definitely, that movie's as quotable of a movie as there is on planet Earth.
Yeah, it looks like he grew up to be a good-looking guy, right?
Yeah.
He's got a face for a camera. Not bad, not bad. Oh, man, I just wanted to get that really quick out there. All right, community parlay, man. We can't get out of here without that. Maybe some madness
we can do it.
Before we get out. Smeltzer should never pitch another baseball.
Nope, shouldn't. He should grab a seltzer. Seltzer with Smeltzer.
Yep.
There's nothing else that's good.
Real quick, Bryson, if we missed something, just let us know. We'll say it again by all means. I don't know specifically what it was, but we're happy to always go back and reiterate what we have. So Lakers won. The Pick'em won. Oof.
Okay.
Oof. All right. That's good for Eric Lindquist. Now, what are you going to do with your leg, your big chicken leg?
I mean, I would do the Anthony Edwards, but I feel like I'm kind of like boxed out of that one. And then the Lakers would be my other one. I feel like I'm boxed out of that. Can I do Anthony Edwards over 23.5 points?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well then that's what we're doing. Anthony Edwards. This is the stand of the evening. I do have two baseball plays though too.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Trust me. Don't worry. We'll get to that. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what book is this on?
So I bet it last night on. It was on DK Sportsbook last night, but let me pull up where it is now.
That's fine. It's going to be.
You want to do DK? You have DK in the bottom left corner already, so
yeah, that's fine. No, that's fine. That's fine.
I'll pull up what it is over there.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. Where is this?
FanDuel's the best line available now. 23.5 points, -110, just standard.
Okay. Just put me down for under, so long as it's on FanDuel and the number is the same at 23.5. Just put me down for, oh no, I can't because the Lakers. Yeah, no, see? All right, well, you box me in, all right? Congratulations, community. You box me in under 113.5 first half, Miami, Milwaukee. God, I mean, Giannis is going to come out here and this is going to be like a 50-point first quarter. It is. Actually, on FanDuel, where I bet it at the time, it was -108. So I'm actually helping the community here. That's what I do. All right, we're out of here. Anything you'd like? Oh, home runs. Give me some baseball on the way out, man. I got one, too.
Ooh, okay. How about we go the Jordan Alvarez, Kyle Tucker double? Haven't pulled that one out one time this season. I'm playing them together.
Okay. What
double
else?
It.
Sorry? Not bad. Not bad. For 3 legs of work, that's not bad at all.
I love it.
What else do you have? Besides Griffin Canning under 4.5K.
Nope. I've got that. I have Minnesota money line, Houston money line. Very excited to have every starter. You might as well just call Luis Garcia's family now and let him know that he's going to be out for the rest of the year because I am playing him. I'm backing him. I am all the things on Luis Garcia, and therefore he is doomed. So that's just I am the Grim Reaper in the baseball streets. I am the Emperor. It is what it is.
Well, then I won't ask you for any Zurich plays on the way out, and just.
Oh, well, I mean, Sam Burns and Billy Horschel.
Well, that's the obvious
18 or 20 to 1. That's the print fest this weekend.
Sure.
So just take that one to the bank. If you want a super long shot, Sam Saunders, Eric Cole, 120 to 1.
Ooh, I got you beat 180 to 1.
What?
Charlie
Charlie
Hoffman.
Oh my God. Get out of here. We have to end the program now.
Charlie,
we gotta leave.
I'll see ya.
Oh my God. Bye.